Welcome to the Note to Self podcast. I'm your host, Zoe. I'm a certified professional life coach, serial entrepreneur, verified YouTuber, and published author. On this podcast, you can expect actionable tips, reflections, and inspiration to live your best, most fulfilling life. So, let's get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Note to Self. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how to overcome the to-do list drama. I don't know about you guys, but this is sort of a pattern in my life where I feel like I've overcome or transformed my relationship with my to-do list, but then sometimes it sneaks back in. And naturally, I think this is so easy for us to do if we are entrepreneurs or we're in school or really go-getters. And I feel like everyone who's listening to this podcast is a go-getter. So I see you, I acknowledge you, I celebrate you. But the thing is like I'm going to speak to being an entrepreneur because I feel like that's just my path of least resistance here. Is that there's always more that we can do, right? As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, there's always more that you can do, right? You could be working on social media, you could be creating a new program, you could be um, connecting with clients, you could be doing so many things, right? There really is an extensive amount and an expanded realm of possibilities when you are your own boss. And this is a beautiful thing, but sometimes perhaps it allows for subconscious patterning that isn't supportive to show up. And that's what I mean by the to-do list drama. That's what I mean by the word drama, is that the to-do list can be a place where we can find ourselves falling into self-judgment, right? Or we can find ourselves like questioning, why didn't I get all this done? Or feeling a bit fight or flighty around the schedule or around the to-do list. And I'm going to be sharing with you something that my coach helped me with. And she introduced this to me a couple of years ago. I've been working with the same coach for a number of years. And Angie, if you're listening, I absolutely love you. You've changed my life. But she introduced this concept called BAMs, badass minimums. Okay, so this is the concept where you pick three things, only three things to do that day. And those are the badass minimums. Those are what you need to get done to celebrate your success or just feel like I've accomplished what I set out to do today. And no more than three. This is key, right? Because honestly, there probably only is three things that you have to do that day. I'm going to speak solely to business, right? Or solely to your job, your workplace. If there's more than three things going on, you might be having too many things on your plate. You might be overextending yourself, and that's a great place to look. But when it comes to creating these badass minimums and really deciding, well, what is my number one priority? What's my number two priority? And what's number three, right? In really looking at that, you give yourself the opportunity to eliminate any fluff from the to do list, right? Cut anything out that doesn't need to be there and operate as your highest, most fine tuned self. I feel like a complementary book to the badass minimums that I'm speaking to is Essentialism by Greg McKeown. And in this book, Greg actually talks about how the word priority was singular for a very long time until us as human beings, more recently in the 1900s at some point, decided to make it plural. We decided that, oh, there's actually more than one priority. And I feel like that was the beginning of a whole lot of to-do list drama for people. And I know, trust me, you guys, I know how easy it can be to like, well, all the things are important. Like, of course, all the things are important. But perhaps taking on this concept of BAMs, badass minimums, can help you to feel more accomplished in each day and actually allow you to focus more on what's truly important. And then at the end of the day, at the end of the workday, you can naturally feel accomplished if you get those three things done. And anything extra, right? Anything extra on that list that you accomplish, you can celebrate yourself for. And you can move into that energy of, oh my gosh, I've really overdone myself. Wow, I've really extended myself and I got more done than I even thought. And wow, I'm amazing. I'm so incredibly capable, right? So I encourage you, if you find yourself judging yourself in any way around the to-do list or feeling tied to that or feeling a bit fight or flighty around it, that taking on the BAMs, the badass minimums, can be very transformative. For me, it's changed my life. And like I said, from time to time, I catch myself extending my to-do list, being like, well, there's more than 3 BAMs. But if you keep the 3 BAMs at the top, you get those done, you can feel good, you can feel accomplished. And one last note on those is that make sure that they are realistic and achievable. Make sure that they are things that you know that you have enough time in the day to commit to and to complete, because that will save yourself from any wrong making or falling into any self-judgment. And I hope that this episode sparked something, you guys, and I hope that you want to try it out. If you do, let me know and let me know how it goes for you. I know that it's been big for clients of mine as well. So, yeah, sending you all those abundant success vibes. And as I close out this episode, I want to let you know that the Digital Nomad Academy is open for registration. This is an incredible action-packed course for 6 months. Every week for 6 months, I'm going to be dropping a module on how you can take more control over your life to create more fun, more freedom, more finances, to elevate into your next level self, become your own boss if you're not already, or up level your digital business to the places that you would like to see yourself elevate into. And yeah, just expand the entire realm of possibilities and create big successful change. So if that sounds resonant to you, I definitely recommend clicking the link below. I would love to see you inside. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me on social media, on Instagram or email, and I would be happy to answer any questions. Sending you guys all the love, and let's stop that to-do list drama. Thank you for listening to Note to Self. If you enjoyed this episode, please help me out by rating and reviewing this show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If my energy is resonating with you and you feel the call to work with me, there are an abundance of ways to do so. I offer one-to-one life coaching programs, mastermind containers, and DIY courses, all of which are available through my website, zoearielpoulsen.com. Until next time, take note of all the abundance that surrounds you as you make the most of this game called life.